Good morning and welcome to BROC Talk. I'm your host, Vicki Loomis, and we're here today to talk about this year's Stuff-A-Bus event. I have with me today Amy Scott, Food Program Manager for BROC Community Action. I have Audrey Bridge, Executive Director of the Rutland County Community Cupboard, and John Padone, the Manager for the Rutland Salvation Army, to talk all things Stuff-A-Bus and how your donations help your friends and neighbors right here in Rutland County. So welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
So we want to talk about Stuff-A-Bus, and this year we do it every year in November. This year it's November 7th, 8th, and 9th, and we are adding an additional location to our typical drop-off spots. So we typically are set up at the Hannaford in Rutland, as well as Market 32, downtown Rutland, the old Price Chopper, now known as Market 32. But we've added an additional location this year.
Yes, in West Rutland, the Market 32.
So we'll be there on all of those dates to collect food, which will go right here to your local community cupboards and
Food shelves.
I couldn't tell you the word was right there. To help friends and neighbors during the holiday season. So let's talk about ideal donations, what we're looking for to help put back on the shelves this year during the holiday season.
Sure.
Yeah, we're looking for non-perishable goods. Usually it's canned goods, of course. But besides that, there's things that the community needs that we don't normally get, which is paper products. We need paper towels, toilet paper, tissues, things that they don't get. Cleaning items, which we don't always are able to get a hold of, are very, very important to get because a lot of my clients live in hotels where they don't have the availability of those products. So we need a lot of that stuff right now.
Additionally, I would say personal care items. We
Yes.
want to remind people that when they're donating food, try to avoid glass, because if we open a bag and there's some broken glass in there, it's not going to be a great day for a volunteer, but certainly we do appreciate everything you donate.
And for our organization and for all of the organizations, of course, things that are shelf-stable, pantry items, the things that you would open up the cupboard and see typically. So thinking about the holiday season, some of the things that we love to have on the shelves are maybe some green beans and cream of mushroom soup and the fried onions and things that go on top, all the things that you can think for Thanksgiving and
Stuffing
Christmas items.
We do have a wish list, and it will be posted at each of our locations, in addition to the giving site on the Heritage Bank. There's a wish list there. It'll be on the doors going into the grocery stores. So these are things that, like, as John mentioned, are not necessarily available to us, but are very much desired and needed by our clients.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of the folks that I've been dealing with are unfortunately living in hotels, and they don't have facilities to cook a full-blown meal. We bring in a lot of fresh vegetables for people, but the stuff we get in the Stuff-A-Bus, some of it is what I call the quick meal, where they don't need a can opener, they don't need anything but a microwave. And if they come in and they take some of those items and take some fresh vegetables, they get themselves a pretty decent meal to have, even though they're living in a hotel. So we appreciate all of those that you bring in. Maybe you should give us some can openers too, so they can open cans of soup. But I try to keep a lot of flip-top cans in a certain area in my shelf, just for those folks who don't have the opportunity, as we do, to cook in a regular stove.
Well, and I think that we should be reminding people that many people are not able to stay in the hotels anymore. So these foods that they can directly eat, the pop-top of ravioli and you know, some people even will eat hot dogs raw. It might not sound that delectable, but for them, they need the protein. I'm not saying bring hot dogs, please don't.
The whole goal of this is to make sure that we're helping our friends and neighbors through, the holiday season's expensive. It's between heating your home and, all of the holiday things that are going on. We want to make sure that we're there to provide a healthy, complete meal for a family. We don't want anybody to go without, and we want everybody to have the holiday experience that, we all kind of talk about and think about when we think of Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of those things. So we encourage folks to come out on November 7th, 8th, and 9th. We're going to be again in downtown Rutland, outside of Price Chopper, which is Market 32 now. We will be at Hannaford in Rutland as well, on the other end of town. And this year, I think, Audrey, you leveraged your
West
relationship
Rutland.
there. We'll be in West Rutland as well, at Market 32 there. And, just kind of think about, when you walk in the store, if you're grabbing something for your holiday meal, if you're able to just grab one more of those and donate it on your way out. These are things that, your friends and neighbors come to pick up. You may not know the people that you're helping, but you may also know who they are. Without knowing who they are. So, we're just trying to make sure that families have good food to eat, good, healthy, nutritious, and complete meals.
And the whole plan is to stuff that bus. So that's the most important thing. So whether you're stuffing it with canned goods, we will stuff it with whatever you want to bring out and put in, as long as it's something that we're able to put on the shelves and make sure that our shelves are full this holiday season for all of the families that we have in Rutland County and in Rutland City and our community. So it's just very important to us, and I'm sure is very important to all of you, because this has been such a successful event for so many years. And we're lucky again to have Terry J out there. So it's that voice of our childhood that we've heard, at least my childhood, that I've heard on the radio since I was a kid. So we're very, very thankful for him and for the Heritage Foundation that helps us out with it, and West Rutland Market 32 for adding another spot. It's convenient. So,
Right.
And it's all about convenience for folks. A lot of times if you're there and you're at the grocery store, like Vicki said, you can grab one extra thing and just bring it out, but everything that we do helps stuff that bus. And we'll fill it and we'll fill our cupboards. It's going to be fantastic.
And we have businesses and organizations around the area who get into it as far as, competing with similar like-minded organizations, whether it be car dealerships or whatever it may be. We encourage anybody, if you're looking to have some sort of, contest at your work or even just a collection site, anything like that, please feel free to kind of get in the spirit and collect things and bring down your donations. We get schools involved. It's a lot of fun. We have kids coming in cheering, so excited, and it helps them understand the idea of giving back, especially during the holiday season. So again, please mark your calendars for Stuff a Bus, November 7th, 8th, and 9th. We are looking for non-perishable items.
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter, pop-top items, can openers.
Canned meat.
We should mention the generosity of this community. This is my first year at Salvation Army, and I saw incredible amounts of generosity from this community, because we also do the angel tree and how many gifts were bought for children. But last year at Stuff a Bus, we had 11,000 pounds of food come in.
It's incredible.
11,000 pounds. We're hoping to beat that this year. So thank you all for what you've been doing, and just keep up the great work.
Yeah, I would definitely encourage people to get the kids involved, get the grandchildren involved, explain to them why we're giving and supporting our neighbors. It's so important. We want that to go throughout the generations and people to remember how important it is to care about our neighbors. That's what we do every day.
So these events aren't possible, like you said, without the generosity of our friends and neighbors. We have people who look forward to this each year. A lot of people come to say hi to Terry J, and I think that they grab a donation as a way to get it and say hi to Terry J. But we want to just thank everybody who's been involved in this each year, and we look forward to continuing to add locations. But we really, really need. This is a need this time of year. Everything stays local, so this isn't something that's going out to the country or anything like that. This is for Rutland County, and we are a small community. So for us to pull together and just have such a great event with the kids and the schools and the businesses, we have wish lists up, like they mentioned. Other things, let me think. Vegetables, shelf-stable milk is something that I think we go through quite a bit of. Oils and things that you use to cook with.
Yep.
Cooking oils, things like Pam. that people
Pie
don't
and
think about.
pie crust.
Pie crust.
We need pie. It's going to be Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And hey, this is so much fun. I mean, it's
It really
great
is.
to get together with people and see your neighbors and do a good thing. We're going to have a blast.
We do every year.
We do.
So
Yeah.
it's nice, and it's really fun when the
And
kids
if you
get
wanted to
involved.
bring hot coffee, there's a lot of people out in the cold.
So no, it's a lovely event, and
It is.
thank goodness for our Rutland community. And the need this year, unfortunately, is really incredible. And I know that you've been feeling it. John's been feeling it. It's something that we discuss all the time. But we all recognize the cost of food, and we all recognize that COVID era programs are coming to an end, and things are changing in our community. They're happening rapidly, and people are dependent on some of the services that we're able to provide at this point, and we really don't want to let them down, because the thing that we try to get together and do as a community is to be there for each other. And this is a time where you truly don't know who you're helping. A lot of the kids that are coming are children that are also benefiting from the services. We have 800 kids that are signed up for their families to shop at BROC Community Action. So we know that there is a huge need, and these are families. These are folks that really truly can just use the help, and just to have it there and have it available. And it can't be any more convenient for you. You can go to the grocery store on those days. You can listen for us on the radio. We're going to be having some really fun broadcasts, and we'll be out there. There'll be people screaming, stuff that bus, stuff that bus. It's a really good time. And I mean, John and I are there
6 o'clock
6
in the
o'clock in
morning.
the morning. So
Hello, I'm there too.
Audrey too. Audrey actually brings the coffee a lot, so she's fantastic.
I'm very popular.
So, but we get there really early, and we're there late into the evening, and it's cold and it's chill, and we're out there. So just show up to support us if you want to. Just come and stand with us, talk to us, because we're happy to tell you about the things that we're doing. We're happy to tell you about services that we have that you can share with your neighbors. And people that you may know that are in need, we'll have it out there, and we'll put the work in every day of making sure that it's on the shelves.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
but you
We
folks
haven't
just
even mentioned Captain Credit Union.
Captain Credit Union.
Captain Credit Union will be cited at the location, so don't forget to come on down.
He's the guy that shows up pre-Santa Claus every year. So,
Yeah.
Exactly. I think one important point you touched on that we could talk a little more about is the cost of food lately.
Yeah.
So we all know it hurts to go to the grocery store. We all know how expensive things are. So we have folks who are on fixed incomes, whether it be seniors in our community, things like that. The price of heating fuel has gone up. The price of just living is expensive. So this year, more than ever, there is the need there, and we want to make sure that we are there when somebody comes to us in need looking for food and holiday meals and things like that. So it's just really important that we help folks understand that the need is there, and we are making sure that these get back out every single day into the community. And this event helps us really keep the shelves full through these cold winter months and through the holiday season.
Well, and I think that a lot of people believe that the people we help are just senior citizens or people that aren't working, but we're seeing more and more working families that are out there. They have 2 jobs and they just can't make ends meet. And certainly we don't want them or their children to go without.
exactly. So,
And many
if
of
we
them are multi-generational.
And when we have it there and folks see that there's an abundance, they see that there's an abundance of care for their community, they don't feel bad about taking what they need. And, we are in Vermont, and we are very, able to take care of ourselves. That's part of who we are as people, but there's always going to be times that are more difficult than others, and we all know that the holiday season is that time. You're
Sure.
trying to provide not only these special holiday meals for maybe a huge family,
Right.
and then also Christmas presents for kids, and and so all of that coming together. This is why we choose to have events like this, where we're really showing our support for the community during the holiday season. So this is a very, very important 2024 Stuff a Bus is going to be a very important event for our community to come out and to come together and to give to the folks that may be out there that may need a little bit of extra help this holiday season.
Sure.
So
We don't want them choosing between heating and eating.
we do not.
No, it's our privilege to be there for those who need it, during their most vulnerable times. And for us to be able to come out and say, please come donate, it's us saying we want to do the work, help us get there. So
Absolutely.
if you are able, please come out to Stuff a Bus. But we want to make sure that the word gets out that we are here for you during the holiday season. We are here for you year round. And we know how tough things can get when you have to heat your home and then you have to put gas in the car to go to work, and then you have to go from work to your second job. And for us to be able to be there and just take a little bit of that stress off, whether it be, you're able to bring the casseroles or whatever it may be to the dinner, if we're there to help you do that, that is our privilege. So we're just asking for your help to help us be there for our community.
I love that, Vicki. You did such a great job. That's fantastic. And it's really important for all of us, right?
Yes, it is.
I keep thinking of the old the television show where they say, move that bus, move that bus, move that bus. So,
Why do
and I
people
feel
kind
like
of mean when you say old?
but now, I think about us out there, and like it's a fun event, and like so it can be easy to think about all of the things that are going on and all of the difficulties and all of the stress that's happening in the world, and to feel sad about it. But we're out there having fun for this event, and we're stuffing that bus every year. We're and this is it's a community tradition. It has been going for a really long time, and it's really important. It's something that we do, and it's fun, and we put some life into it. So
Absolutely.
yeah, we can come out, and definitely having another location where people can drop off at Market 32 in West Rutland.
Yep.
So, and then thank goodness for Hannaford's and for Market 32 in Rutland, because they're huge supporters of ours. So really all you have to do is get out there, grab a couple of things from Price Chopper, drop them off with us at the bus, and come have some fun.
And we are there, rain, shine,
Oh,
snow, cold, hot, whatever it may be.
Everything that we do helps other organizations in town as well, because we are all working for the same community. We
Right.
are all putting
Takes the
in this
pressure off.
effort. So it does. Everything that we're able to do takes pressure off of other organizations that are trying to do it. So, we all do work together, and we all work together really well just to feed our community. So everything that we do, everything is split between the three organizations.
We all do surveys, and we try to address what people feel they need versus what we perceive they need.
And they're asking us for specific things. So like John said, they're asking for a lot of non-perishable but cleaning
Non-food
items and
items.
paper towels and toilet paper.
Toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Toothbrushes,
Yeah.
toothpaste.
Yeah,
So-
personal care is huge.
Yeah. And when you hear, stuff a bus, we want to stuff it full of food, and we want to stuff our shelves full of food. But we also would like to stuff it with all kinds of other items.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Right.
things that you may not think about.
Sure,
Things we use every day.
absolutely.
And those things also go in stockings.
And
Yeah,
talk
what
to
I
us about
understand.
volunteering opportunities, because our work happens 52 weeks a year.
That's really true. So people could come out, and help us if anybody wanted to help us with Stuff a Bus. Please
Sure.
feel free to call Community Covered, Salvation Army, or BROC Community Action and find out about volunteer.
Yeah, and volunteering could look like, helping us actually stuff the bus. It could look like organizing something at your business or your school or between your friends or family, whatever it may be. That is a huge act of volunteering, is, gathering together a donation for us is incredibly helpful. So volunteering can look like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes, it can be, and it's important that you do that. Yeah, I think, especially with the kids, the young today, get them involved in helping to establish for the community that their hearts would be open to the less fortunate than they are, and some of them are less fortunate even in the school system. But to get them into it so that we have a whole new generation of charitable givers in the community, because the adults are doing fine, but they need to pass that down to the children in the school systems, in the high schools, in the junior highs, And that builds on the future. And we can't just think about today. Today we're working hard to get people what they need. Tomorrow somebody else has to be there to do that because we're all getting a little bit older. So
Speak for yourself, Tom.
I'm just saying that we. Thank you.
So we're really excited about this event, and we're so thankful for the organizations and the people that
Yes.
help put it on for us every year, and we're thankful for the community here
bus.
in Rutland.
The
bus.
The
The
bus.
bus.
We wouldn't be able to
It's
do this
huge.
without the bus.
So that allows us to stuff it. So everybody,
So
3 full
generous.
days. We are using up their bus and their drivers and their
Buses.
time, their buses.
and the people
so
that come out, to set all of that up.
yeah,
And
I mean, there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes, and we have a lot of people and organizations to thank. So we appreciate everybody who's involved in this, and we encourage more people to get involved and become a big part of this.
it's really fun.
Absolutely. It
And it's-
takes a village.
Yeah, it's fun at the end of the weekend to see where we are. And it's fun, like John said, we had 11,000 pounds donated last year. So that's going to be a good time because now everybody knows. So we can really put the challenge out there and see if we can do even more than that this year. So it's going to be great for all of us, and we're really
Nice.
looking forward to it.
Yeah. So again, please mark your calendars. November 7th, 8th, and 9th is the Stuff a Bus event at downtown Rutland, Market 32 in the Price Chopper Plaza. We have Hannaford on the other end of Rutland and West Rutland, Market 32, Price Chopper, as most people know it. We will be there earlier. They will be there early in the morning through late into the evening each of those days. So please come by, say hello. I know Terry J loves to see familiar faces every year. So please come see us again November 7th, 8th, and 9th while we stuff those buses.
And I'm sure, like my organization, you'll be putting the hours for the different locations on your website.
Yes, it'll be on our
On your
website.
Facebook page.
BROC.org, on our social media accounts, or on Facebook, Twitter, or X, Instagram. Please check those out. All the information will be there. We'll make sure we connect to the wish lists and what everybody's looking for. So please come see us November 7th, 8th, and 9th for Stuff a Bus.